The first day of the Munich Security Conference was dampened by the news of the passing of Russian government critic Alexei Navalny. His wife, Yulia, who happened to be here at the conference, addressed the attendees to a standing ovation.
Стоит ли мне выйти сюда или сразу лететь к моим детям? Но потом я подумала, что бы сделал Алексей на моем месте. И я уверена, что он бы был здесь. Он был бы на этой сцене.
As was expected, the topics of Ukraine and Gaza dominated many of the panel sessions here, with the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres saying that an Israeli ground offensive into Rafah could be devastating for 1.5 million Palestinians already on the edge of survival. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris took to the main stage, where she confirmed the current Washington administration's support for Ukraine and the NATO alliance as concerns grow over possible political change in the White House come November's federal elections.
There are some in the United States who disagree. They suggest it is in the best interest of the American people to isolate ourselves from the world, to flout common understandings among nations, to embrace dictators and adopt their repressive tactics, and abandon commitments to our allies in favor of unilateral action. Let me be clear. That worldview is dangerous, destabilizing, and indeed short-sighted. That view would weaken America.
And on the sidelines of discussions here in Munich, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi to increase high-level engagements. The security topics of protecting humanitarian law, scaling up climate finance, and the race to artificial intelligence were also addressed on the first day. Meanwhile, in the German capital Berlin, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky signed a $1.2 billion security agreement focused on air defense and artillery support. It is expected that both leaders will speak of this dubbed Munich package when they address the Munich Security Conference on Saturday morning. Also on Saturday, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, a regular to the Security Conference, will address the attendees with Beijing's position on these international security issues. He will also visit Spain and France, which is celebrating 60 years of diplomatic relations with China later this week. Natalie Carney in Munich.